Ooh, look at me, keeping up with my videos. Man, I think I did like 2 today. Like, what? I'm actually keeping up. What? It's interesting. I'm popping on. Sword is still not here, which is a bummer. But all good. All good. We can proceed forward. I have written what I think is a pretty decent script that we will be able to knock out. My goal is there by 11, out by 1. I'll come home, color correct. I could have something knocked out and be ready in time for Sunday. I'm fairly sure. So that is the plan thus far. Sunday. I'll have something ready to go by Sunday. Absolutely. Sometime next week is the podcast. That'll be cool. I did briefly. Like, since then, I guess I can really update because technically it's less a podcast and more this guy has a slight following on Instagram, and that's his chosen mode of communication, which is fine. You know, as if that's what he do, that's what he do. I don't think he's got like 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, but I don't think that's really his chosen platform. He just kind of uploads there. But I've watched some of his interviews, and he's well connected, I guess. Like, he knows people, or like I've seen him have interviews with people who I was actually legit interested to see what they were talking about. So in that regard, fairly fucking cool. Puff the maggot dragon. The maggot dragon? Puff the maggot dragon.
Wow, I see how you feel about...
Wow, Puff. Actually, that was more for P. Diddy. It's P. Diddy the maggot dragon. Cause Puff. Ha. But it'll be eyes, you know, like he talked to the Arbiter, that was cool. He talked to the dude who was the Green Chrono Ranger, not the Green Chrono Ranger, the Chrono Ranger. He talked to Chrono Ranger and the Green Psycho Ranger, which was pretty cool. I'm not gonna get into 10s and 5s. Not gonna do that. Like, there's an etiquette, I think. I'm going to adhere to that etiquette and leave it at that. But there was a really good conversation today about 10s and 5s, and I really just, for the sake of for puffing up their chest and being blustery, you really just said the same things I was saying. So, like, but if it makes you feel good to say it, that's fine. You know, that's what I was telling you before. But you know what, dude? You right, dude. You win, dog. I ain't salty. Fuck it, dog. Let's rock it. Fuck it. Let's go. Yep. Sometimes it's just an orange dress.
Yeah, I'm just saying, honey, I understand you're saying 2 plus 2 is 4, but I disagree. 1 plus 3 is 4.
Yeah, well, that's ridiculous. It's like, why is multiverse? Of course not. Alternate reality. It's just, would you like fries with that? No, I would like fries with that. What about some French fries?
I would like cut fried potatoes.
Would you like a cheeseburger or a hamburger with a slice of cheese on it?
Honestly, I would like a meat patty with some dairy product and some wheat. Thank you very much. I'm vegan.
I gotta talk about it as much as I can. I got to. Okay, so there's a meme. There's a meme, and it's from Forever Red. Any Power Rangers fan worth their salt knows Forever Red. And there's all the Red Rangers are sitting around the table. And the meme goes, and I'm paraphrasing, Tommy walks into the room and it's like, all right, all you fives, there's a 10 talking, so listen up. Go ahead, Jason. And he cuts to Jason, and Jason's leaned back in his chair, and he's all suave and shit. And he's like, actually, Tommy, I'm an 11, but go ahead. And it's like, oh, fuck. There's an order. There's an order there, regardless to what you say or not. And among those two people in the group, most Power Rangers are fives. Most Power Rangers are fives in the sense that they know about their season, but they don't know about adjacent seasons or anything before or after. They just kind of follow their own. I promise you, if you asked Tommy Oliver what a transporter device was, he would have no fucking clue. If you said name one of the Jungle Fury Rangers, he would be like, that's a thing. he don't know. I think the biggest example of that was Bridge, the guy who plays Bridge. I'm so sorry I can't remember Bridge's name. That's awful. It's awful. Matt. His name is Matt. Fantastic dude. He was like, yeah, I love SPD, but Saban don't know who Bridge is. He don't care. So you probably won't see Bridge back. Because Bridge wasn't Tommy. He wasn't going to sell toys. Bridge wasn't Jason. He wasn't going to sell toys. But he's still a Power Ranger. And every Power Ranger know about theirs. Now, most fans know every season, every name, all the morphs, all the calls. They know the islands, the battleizers, and the Sixth Rangers, and all of that shit. But not 110 knows all of that. They can't. They just don't. You couldn't be expected to, because then you'd be talking about digivolving, and it's like you don't want to get on TV and start talking about what you would do. They don't know about other seasons. They just fucking don't. Stop. I recently posted a poll where I was just asking where fans thought the canon lies, and let's be very clear that there are rules established in canon that I don't care who you are cannot be overridden. If an actor from the show confirms canon, it is canon. Done. Nothing you could say, and the only person who can override said canon would be a writer, because they wrote the canon. So when an actor says it, that's what it is. Period. The rules don't change because it's inconvenient. If they say that's not what the canon says, we are inclined to believe them more than we are, because we're on the other side of that. That being said, my poll was about canon. Do you think that fan films are canon? Do you think that comic books are canon? Because the multiverse has been confirmed now. We know for a fact that there are multiple dimensions in Power Rangers. Dimensions in Danger is one. Wes gave out a transportal device. There are 3 separate portals. We know that RPM happens in a different universe. We know that is it Dino Charge? Is that the one with the... I think it's Dino Charge. Different reality. We know this for a fact. Like, the multiverse exists. We know it. So that means that any slight variation anywhere is just another Power Rangers universe. Has to be. The poll says, hey, do you think these things are canon? Multiverse confirmed. If you don't think that they're canon, then how do you explain to the fandom Lord Draken, who is the poster child for the official Power Rangers video game, but has never appeared on a television show? It is just in the comics. If Lord Draken is canon and in the comics, that means the multiverse is canon, which means all multiverses are canon. Are they part of the Prime universe? Absolutely not. But it's canon because it's in the multiverse. I'm solid. I got a response from a Power Ranger who, again, I'm not here to throw salt, but his response was, and again, I am paraphrasing, take it from me because I'm a Power Ranger. Neither one of them are canon. All of them are just alternate realities.
Bruh.
An alternate reality would be alternate from the prime universe, which is canon. And if we know that there are multiples of these within the canon, any universe, by logic alone, that is associated, that mentions, that has anything to do with the Power Rangers, no matter how close or far from the scale from the prime universe, is in the multiverse. It's one of the alternate realities to the prime universe. So for you to say it's not canon because it's alternate reality, yeah! That's what I was telling you before. It's not in the it's not in the prime universe, but it's canon because the canon says there are infinite realities. So you have decided, with your knowledge of the franchise that stops after 1998, to impart on the rest of us that it cannot be canon because it's an alternate reality that you yourself participate in. I'm a 5, you're a 10. I respect that, and because of that, I will never speak ill. I recognize my place in the world, and I accept it. But all I wanted was a seat at the table. All I wanted was to be in the same breath, to be held in the same regard, and have the same conversations with. I wanted to be in that breath. I wanted to be in the talk, having that conversation. And the fact that I started a conversation and Mr. 10, Mr. Look at me, I'm the Power Ranger, take it from me, joined the group long enough to enter the discussion. Oh yeah, I glazed over the fact that I'm an admin in a Power Rangers group that has 13,000 members, but that's only because the group is really, everybody just kind of posts gifs and memes. Like nobody's having, like, yeah, it was really bad before me and Davey went in there, but like we try to keep it decent. But nobody's having thought-provoking conversations in this group, and that's fine. But a 10 decided to join the group just long enough to enter the discussion and then leave, which is exactly what I was asking you for. I want you to imagine, if you will, in the Super Friends. You know what? Nah, I'm dating myself. The Justice League, all right? So Batman and Superman and Green Lantern and Flash and Wonder Woman are sitting around the table and they're having a fucking conversation about what they need to do next. And fucking the Wonder Twins are sitting over in the corner with Gleek. Now, we're not quite the Wonder Twins, but nigga, Robin is at the table. Like, Nightwing is sitting down, but also Shazam is not going to voice an objection to Superman's plan. But he's still sitting at the table having the conversation. That's all I ever asked for. That's all I ever wanted. So thank you for coming. Thank you for your input on this. And thank you for confirming that multiverses can never be canon because they're alternate realities. That couldn't possibly be blue. That's just yellow and green. But I digress.